Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Noctaire, your host. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. If you would, please hit the subscribe button down below and help us build the channel up. To our loyal fan base, welcome back. I've been hearing about these mass Suer PEKKA armies that are just wreaking havoc all over the 4000s, so I decided to do some tinkering. Now take a look at these specs. She starts off with 3,000 hit points, nearly doubles that to 5,845 at level 16. Damage per attack goes from 549 all the way up to 1069. And the ability overcharge, very modest 400 at level 2, but triples at level 16. In short, absolute beast at level 16. Take a look at some replays that I got here as I keep on talking about this a little bit. As I mentioned earlier, I've already got the Suer PEKKA upgrading with the loot that I'm getting during Battle Fest, and I finally have her up to level 8 now. I tested her at level 4, and I wasn't really all that impressed. Level 6, still kind of, and I just got level 8 a little bit ago, so I'm starting to tinker with that, but still not a whole lot that I can do with it. So I needed some more time to really play with this troop, to render a decent judgment on whether or not this would be a good attack strategy. I decided to use that little magical blue potion and make her level 16. And wow, all I can say is this is absolutely, positively, the most fun spam attack in the history of spam attacks. I mean, look, baby dragons were okay. Beta minions were reliable and highly functional. And night witches, they were lots and lots of fun. But the Suer PEKKA as a mass attack is just an absolute blast. Now, these first two replays I've got for you, I've got a total of 4. The first two are 90% and 94% 2 stars. One of my very first attacks, I didn't grab it, but it was a mid 80% 2-star attack against a mid-level Builder Hall 8 that had a mix of level 7 and level 8 defenses and all level 7 walls. I mean, this is a strong attack. I've been playing around in the near 5,000 trophy space, pretty much all of the attacks, and when I didn't do something extremely stupid, it ended up always being at least a 65% 2-star or better, with a few 3 stars and lots of 75% 2 stars or better. So I mean, this is a good, solid attack to use, especially within the 4000s. I doubt it's going to be that effective against fully deployed, fully upgraded bases, obviously. But the mass attack shouldn't be anything against those. They're much stronger against the mixed and upgrading bases, as you would expect. I mean, that was the case with a number of troops, including the ones I mentioned just a little bit ago. Now, of course, no troop is perfect. The Suer PEKKA is no different here. Some problems that I've noticed. First and foremost, the troop likes to clump together, much like the dropship, and you'll see that in these replays. Sometimes she seems to actively seek out her sisters in arms. I mean, sometimes it's like they seem to stop and move on to where another one of the Suer PEKKAs is at. As such, the troop it's very, very susceptible to splash damage, and that means you really want to deploy them in kind of a spread out fashion. Maybe hold back a couple to backfill as one goes down, similar to what we do with dropships. I did try a couple of mass drops, just putting all 6 of them in one place at one time and just letting them run. It did not work out well. Now, that said, they also can do an awful lot of damage when they're working in a pack, so there is that. The guard post troops can be an issue. They tend to draw her away from her intended path. I've seen them follow guard post troops for several squares, and then after destroying the troops, they pick up with their attack from right there. And that's a problem because they leave a lot of buildings behind them, and of course they tend to waltz into seriously heavily defended territory when they do that. The AI does some really weird target and retarget things, similar to what we see with the battle machine, but she doesn't work quickly. Whereas the battle machine seems to hit his boarding point at around 7 seconds. I swear, it seems like the Suer PEKKA hits that same point between 4 and 5 seconds. Push traps. This is probably the best trap type defense against them. Throws them around like ragdolls. Just absolutely like ragdolls. It's really neat to watch them go flying. And you'll see that in some of these replays as they're playing in the background. The spring traps have no effect on them, as you would expect. I was a little surprised that the push traps did, though. I really didn't think that was going to do anything to them. But it does. It does. You can see from the replays the way that I deploy the mass Suer PEKKA. Pretty straightforward. I either look for a point of ingress and I use those, or I pick a facing side, preferably where I won't get pummeled by a ranged defense as I'm sending them in to break through the wall, like the multi-mortar, for example. I try to spread them out a bit for maximum damage, and you see in this one I spread them out on the 2 corners there and brought them in so that, you know, they have time to kind of soften things up. I'm not going to hold back on the battle machine to the very end often, though. Not like we do with minion drops. I don't think that works as well. I think you want to get him in there after things have been softened up and let him kind of do his thing. One thing I've definitely picked up on here, these bases where there's this big open space in the middle and then the walls are right around it, yeah, forget about it. It's over with. Those bases are not going to survive these mass Super P.E.K.K.A attacks. Even the higher level defenses that I was going up against did not do well against a massive Super P.E.K.K.A attack at level 16. Where is it going to become useful? I don't know. I'm thinking probably level 12. Obviously, level 4, 6, 8, not all that hot. Level 16 is just smashing fun and just rocks it out. But even there, you're going to have to start using it with things like, a Jaibaka. A Jaibaka, for example, is a really good strategy. I wasn't able to test that because the potion will only increase the level of the troops that you get. And although on the builder base, the level is actually tied to the quantity of units that you get in your army camp, the potion doesn't boost that for some reason. So I would still have the same number of giants, bombers, and cannon carts, and really it's not enough. You need the numbers, especially when you're working with the Super P.E.K.K.A in one of these combined armies. That if you don't have the numbers, you don't have quite what you need. So. But hey, that's okay. I still had a ball working with just the Super P.E.K.K.As in general in these mass Super P.E.K.K.A attacks. Beyond that, I'm going to say there's really not a whole lot more to this strategy. It's definitely spammy. Works very well, though, as a spam attack. And it's tons and tons of fun, as I've said several times. And hopefully, you kind of got that idea from watching a couple of these replays. Like I said, I really did. I had a lot of fun fiddling around with these attacks and just spamming them through. So if you got any questions or comments, by all means, do toss them down below in the comment section. Catch me online, catch me an email, and I'll be happy to answer you and chit-chat with you. On that note, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, sticking around to the end. I appreciate it. Hit the like button if you don't mind, and you all take care. Keep on clashing. Bye-bye.